Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am filming on my new GoPro Hero 9. A lot of people have been selling these because the Hero 10 came out, but I normally film on my Canon G7X Mark II, so this is going to be the video that kind of decides like what quality I like better. I have no clue. This could be terrible quality. It's getting a little darker out, so I don't know how well this one does in the darker lighting on how it makes the quality look, but I'm hoping it's good. I just thought I'd take this to where I'm going because it's a little bit more smaller and compact, and I also want to try it out. So yeah, in this video we are installing rock lights on my truck. So if you guys don't know, I drive a 2011 F150. I got this rock light kit like a couple months ago, and I just never got around to putting it on because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this to my truck because I didn't want to really rice it out, but I just really had the urge to put it on today. And yeah, we're gonna go to the Home Depot and get some wire loom and some wire loom clamps so I can make this install pretty clean and not jerry rig it and do it right. So yeah guys, let's go run the Home Depot and get the parts we need. Okay, I don't know how well you guys can see me, but we made it to Home Depot and I already ran and got all the stuff. It's in the back seat. I'll show you in a minute, but I'm gonna head to AutoZone real quick too because I want to get a little switch panel in my truck for all my accessories. I mean, I have one, but it's way too big for any application areas I want to put it in my truck. So I sadly got to find a different one, and I have a little gift card to AutoZone, so we're gonna go there and see what they have. Yeah, let's get there. Okay, it's probably really dark right now, but we just made our AutoZone run and I'm headed back home, and once we get home I'll show you all what I got. Okay guys, so I got back to the garage. I just had the heater running so it's nice and warm in here, and let me show you all what I got. Hopefully the lighting's not too bad. I got my work light up over there, which is super bright, but we're chilling on the bed of the truck, and I'm going to show you all what I got. So right here is what we got from AutoZone. Woo! Get this all out. So I got a switch. It's a fake carbon fiber little switch, and this is what I want to hook my rock lights to. I think it'd look pretty cool. So yeah, we'll see. That may or may not happen. We'll see. I got some wire loom that make my install look nice and clean from AutoZone. And then at Home Depot, I got some bigger wire loom for when I got more wires together. I also have another roll of this already in my garage that I can use, so I'm not too worried about running out of wire loom. These are wire loom like clamps, I guess you could say. They will be what I use to hold this to the frame along the, I'm going to try and run it along the factory wiring harness, so I'll be able to zip tie it to the factory wiring harness along with, I can hook these up because I want this install to be clean. I'm in the high school phase where I've seen a lot of like jerry rig jobs done with my buddies' trucks and stuff, and I want this one to be done right. So yeah, we're going to take the time and make it nice and pretty. So yeah, I got clamps for both sides wire loom, or whatever you want to call this stuff. And yeah, I also bought a whole bunch of bigger zip ties because I'm running low on those. I got a ton of tiny ones, but this should do the trick for making our install nice and clean. And then I also want to put some undercoating where I'm mounting my lights. Just well, I have some already on, but I'd like to just touch up some areas like where I drill holes and stuff. I want to put some nice undercoating there so I don't form any rust. And then I also got my rock light kit. So I did not buy this from Amazon or anywhere. I got this from a company where they allow you to put your own brand on it. But the thing that's different about these is you've probably seen this style rock light on Amazon, but this one's special. All the ones you'll find on Amazon, 100%, like you won't find anyone that looks like this. You'll just see these ones with those white little squares, but only 3 of them. This one is special because it has 6 white little pods, and then it has a yellow pod in the middle, which is for a solid white light. So with all these white squares, it allows you to have more color variant, so you'll have more vibrant colors. If you were to go to pink, it wouldn't look like a pinkish purple. It would look like a nice crisp pink. At least that's what it's supposed to do. We'll find out by testing these suckers out. Because I was looking around and I wanted some nice quality ones. And these should do the trick with how many LED pods they have in it. And so I got an 8 kit, so I'm going to put 2 in each wheel well. That's the game plan for me. I think that'll look pretty nice. I'm not going to try and underglow all my truck. I'm just trying to light up my wheel wells. So yeah. And then this comes with a lot of hardware. This kit came with nice rubber grommets. You either get flat ones or angled ones depending on what surface you're mounting it to. And it comes with all the hardware. It comes with little instructions. I'm trying to find, here it is. Here's your module. So we're just gonna have to find somewhere to bolt this up into. I'm thinking the engine bay. Put it somewhere nice in there. And then it does come with a switch if I can find it. Well, I cannot find the switch. I'm pretty sure it's up in the closet still. Here, there you can see my face now. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look for that. But I mean, that's why I got that separate switch from AutoZone that we'll be using, because I didn't like the switch it came with, so that should spruce it up a little bit. Plus, I don't really like the lights on the switch. Yeah, it's nice seeing them at night, but I feel like every single light switch on those little switches is way too bright and just lights up your whole cabin. So I am totally fine with not having a light on my switch. So yeah, let's get into whatever the next step is. I don't quite know what I'm gonna do next, so yeah. You can zoom it back. Okay guys, so I got it hooked up to a little battery just to test it out to make sure the app's working properly and everything for this. But as you guys can tell, if I turn the app on, it'll turn on the lights. So this is white. It's pretty bright. We got red, we got green, blue, yellow, pink. And then you also have the wheel where, like, say it's dark blue right now, and I want a lighter blue. That's lighter blue, that's darker blue, that's kind of like purplish. But yeah, pretty nice. Get a pretty cool color variant with it. With there being, here, we'll cut the clip and zoom in for you guys so you can see what I'm about to say. But yeah, with those 6 pods and then that one middle pod, there's a really good color variance with these rock lights. So the only thing we gotta do now is install these suckers on the truck. So I'm gonna start by just laying everything out underneath the truck, and we'll go from there. Right, Dad? Let's get started. Okay guys, so how we're doing this is simply I'm running it through the grommet, and then the wire's a little bit on one side, so what I'm doing is I'm tucking it like that, and I throw it right here into this. And then it sits nicely in our rubber grommet like this. And then you put 2 screws through it, and it will go flush up with the body of your truck. And so what I have here is this wire, I actually run through whatever hole I drilled so that this sits flush. So the wire actually goes through whatever I mount this to, and then I run the wire up to where it needs to go. So yeah, I'll show you what I've been doing over here on the truck. So as you can see, we got one, shine over here, we got one mounted up. And so we are running the wires up through here. So if you view on this side, I have a hole drilled right here that the wire will be fished through like this. But this one's a little bit tighter up there. So I'm gonna start running it, and I'm just pushing the wire, and then I'll go find the wire from the other side of my wheel well, or whatever you wanna call these splash guards. and then I'll pull the wire all the way through until this mounts up flush, like this one over here on this side. Cut to when we get these two in. Okay guys, so we got it mocked up right here. This is the only one we got hooked up, but as you can tell, it works really well. So yeah, just wanted to test it out to see if I like the positioning of the pod lights in there, and I definitely do. They look real nice. And yeah, let's get to installing the rest. Right, Dad? You can't see them. But yeah, here, I'm gonna turn back on the lights and disconnect it, and we're gonna continue to hook up all the other... Ow! Running into stuff. We're gonna hook up all the other rock lights. Okay guys, so we got the rock lights. Well, you can't see them. We got them up and all 4 wheel wells secured and tightened. So now it's time for the nitty gritty work of running all the wires. So we just have all the wires dumped at, well, you can't even see that. We just have all the wires dumped at each of the corners of the truck. So now we gotta go run all the wires down the frame and connect them up at the front, and then hook it to a power source, which we're gonna hook it to the battery, or we're actually gonna hook it up to this fuse. I'll show you. If you guys don't know, here's your fuse box on your F150, and this fuse that I'm tapped into right now, there was never a fuse here, but this is a constant 12 volt powered fuse port here, and it's for the Raptor accessory switches. And since this is an F150, not a Raptor, it was just an empty fuse hole with no fuse in it, so I put this tap in it, and I added the factory 10 amp, which would have been in it, within a 7.5 amp on top to run my light bar. And now I'm going to tap into it for my power source of running my rock lights too, and we'll see if anything blows, but I don't think it should, because that factory fuse in there runs 3 toggle switches on the Ford Raptor, so it should handle at least 2 accessories on my F150. So yeah, there's my little hidden light bar right there behind my grill. But yeah, let's get to the nitty gritty work of securing everything up underneath and tidying it up, and then we can test out these suckers. They're gonna be so nice. I'm excited. Okay guys, so it's really dark in here, but as you can tell, we got one wheel well lit up. We got the back one here lit up. The space between the back of the truck and the garage door is a tight squeeze. Here's the next back tire. This one's all lit up. And the driver front is all lit up. So yeah, we got every single light wired up. Looks super sweet. I'm gonna turn on the lights and show you what we did. Okay, still third time's the charm. As you can see here, here's our rock light mounted up. You're probably like, where'd the wire go for it? Since you can't see any wire hooked up to it. We drilled a hole in the middle. Well, I'm trying to hold the flashlight. We drilled a hole in the middle and ran the wire up and down to back there. And as you can see, both wires pop out right there. So we got another rock light back here. Same thing, we fished it all the way on the other side of this. Sorry guys, I got the hiccups or something. We ran the wire all the way on the other side of this metal, and the wires ran down right here, and then I put them in the heat to some wire loom, and I ran it along the side of the truck. So if I get up underneath the truck now, you'll see here. Let me get on my back. Okay, now that we're up underneath the truck, there's the rear tire. It neatly comes down in this wire loom I have secured right here, and then I have it to where it crosses over to right here. The reason why I have it twirled up a whole bunch right here is because for the work on these trucks, they remove the cabs a lot, and so I didn't want to secure my rock lights to the cab to make it a pain for the worker or whoever takes the cab off. Next, where they're trying to take the cab off and these rock lights are strung through the cab, and then they can't do anything besides remove the rock lights over there. So I made it so that the only way it secures to the cab is by zip ties, so they'll just have to snip the zip ties. And then the main wiring harness for this truck runs on that side of the truck, as you'll see here in a minute. So I wanted to get these wires across to the other side, so I ran it through this channel, which, as you can see, the big metal piece runs all the way to the other side of the truck. But doing so, they wouldn't be able to lift the cab off the truck without the wires getting caught on the frame here. So I have two connections where they can unconnect the rock lights here, so that these will stay with the frame of the truck and nothing will be lifted up, because they can just unzip tie these and then it will stay down low with the rock lights. And then we'll switch over to the other side so you guys can check it out. Okay, so as you guys can see, the wire loom over there comes down, comes back up, and then comes over to the main harness. And I just ran it along the main harness on this driver's side. So again, I have zip ties secured to here and there, so that when the mechanic works on it, all he has to do is snip the zip ties and he can then lift up the cab. But then, as you can see here, I ran it down the main frame, and then right here, here's our cross member where I ran the two other wires from the other side. They pop out right here, and then right away I latched them back into the wire loom, and then the wire loom continues down the truck. And let me move the light. Continues down the truck, as you can see here, all the way up to the front. Then from down there, it comes up. This is not wired properly. It won't be around this thing like this, how it is right now. But yeah, it comes from the frame down there up to the engine bay, where we just have it jerry-rigged up right now because I wanted to make sure all the lights were working properly before we fully secured everything in the engine bay. So yeah, let's mount up this box now that we know that all the wires and lights work a-okay. Yep, he's been chilling there. He's gonna help me with this box, so I think I'll put him to work here on securing the box. After I was down there on the little creeper this whole time, putting all the wires together and making them look nice and pretty. What were you doing? You were working on my, no, you were working on my trim. These trucks have a common problem where water leaks in from the cab and then it comes down, and that's why all these cab corners rust out. And as you can see, mine's bubbly on mine, but he siliconed this up, and then he was also siliconing my inside door trim piece up to try and prevent the rain from coming in on my headliner and running down my back pillar to my cab corner. So yeah, that's what he was doing. Yep. But now we gonna finish installing this. Okay guys, so we got it all finished up. I got the truck pulled out. I only did it in the wheel wells. I didn't do any trajectory underneath the doors or anything, and I think... Okay guys, so the GoPro died on me, but I got the trusty old Canon G7X here. Oh, if it focuses. That's the one thing bad about this camera, is it never focuses. There we go, I got it to focus. But we just finished up the truck, and as you can see, the lights look super sweet on it. There's blue, there's red, there's green. So I only did it in the wheel well, so I think it turned out really great for what I wanted. I didn't want to get any underneath the doors. I wasn't going to go all out like that, but just for the little spiciness underneath the wheel wells, I think it turned out great. I like it a lot. Here's this side. Look at that. That is sweet. And this is just an 8-pod setup. There we go. It's really blue in person. I don't know why it's showing up purplish on camera, but this is blue. And yeah, that is what they look like at night. Cut to tomorrow morning, I'll show you how I finished it up in the bay, the engine bay. Okay guys, so it's the next day, and it got too dark for me to show you what I did in the engine bay because we pulled the truck out of the garage. So here's the next day, and here's what we did in the engine bay. So as you remember, we ran the wires up from the frame right here into the engine bay, and I ran it along this wire right here, or this tube, whatever it's called, into there, and then they're fished into that plastic piece. They pop out all right here where I got them connected, and I mounted the thing right up here, nice and away from all the water. And then the only 2 wires that I don't have going with the rest of them are these 2 that come down here, and they go to the 2 in this wheel well right here. But all the rest, that rear one, have the back one run up, across, and all the way up on the factory wiring harness with that rear one and this front one. So yeah, if you ask me, that looks like a pretty clean install. Everything's nice and tucked away and out of the way of everything important. And the only thing I have left on my truck is from my this is all for my light bar, and this is my fuse for my amplifier and subs. And all these wires right here, I want to put in wire loom and tidy them all up. These are from the rock lights right here. I'm going to tidy these up, but for now I just got them hooked up to my battery. I want to make them a lot nicer and hook them to the fuse right here, but for now they're just hooked to the battery. But this is something I need to address, cleaning up all those wires so my truck looks nice and clean in the engine bay. And yeah, but that is it for today, guys. I hope you liked that little rock light install. I had a fun time installing it, and it's nice being able to turn on some rock lights here and there. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. With